Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. If we could start on this great day for our community up here in wonderful Boston Logan. As you can tell, it's an airport I know very well. Well, good morning, and thanks for coming today. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge our delegation and say our thanks to Senator Mike Logan, who I know is going to support with us in a moment. We have Representative Steve Howitt here as well. Good morning, and Carol Fiola. Thanks very much for joining us today. That's good. So I'm Brad King. I'm the Executive Director of Battleship Cove, and I'm privileged and honoured to be able to be part of a major collaboration, and it is a major collaboration, which has led to this event. It is heartwarming to be part of something that has seen four organisations come together for the benefit of the community. The placement of this model, this magnificent model, is extremely important. And to have a showcase, literally, and no pun really intended, but to have a showcase and a glimpse of the South Coast here in Boston at Logan is important, and very important, to boost our efforts in bringing tourism and visitors to the area and to celebrate what we have to offer. Fall River is blessed to have some of the most amazing cultural and educational resources there, and some amazing people as well, with a fully supportive delegation. We have the Marine Museum at Fall River, who are the custodians of the magnificent model of Big Mamie, the battleship USS Massachusetts, made by the late John Rosnier. I'd like to thank their leaders, the Reverend Bob Lawrence, Margot Cottrell and Pam Prescott, who are here, for listening to a crazy idea about having a model placed here. So thank you for that. Now, Battleship Cove is the catalyst for this initiative, and it is a major tourist attraction and museum on the South Coast, as you all know. It's the location of America's historic fleet. Five national historic landmarks all on one site. And further, Big Mamie is the Commonwealth's official World War II memorial as well. Massport and the officials here at Logan have been magnificent and welcoming in embracing our idea to place the model here. Many thanks to the CEO of Massport, Tom Glynn. Thank you very much indeed for that. To himself, the Director of Aviation, the CEO, and the Director of Aviation, Ed Frenny, who alas can't be with us today, and is represented by Todd Smith. Also, it's a pleasure to meet today Chief Security Officer who keeps us safe here, Admiral George Nakara. So thanks also to Lisa McCrossan, Julie Wasson, and Terminal EU Manager Phil Zagari. Special thanks though must go to Megan Noonan, who has been at the heart of organising this event today and the placement of the model. So thank you very much indeed to her. Thank you. I'm sure you'll agree, if you've had a glimpse of it, if you've cheated and actually gone around behind the curtain, the craftsmanship of the model maker, John Rosnier, is amazing. And when we say the model is of museum quality, well, you think, well, it would be, it comes from a museum, but often that is not the case. But so too is the professional expertise of Diman Regional Vocational Technical High School. We're so lucky to have it in our city, and I really mean that sincerely. Under their leader, Superintendent Marty Montleon, the various departments and workshops have come together in a great team effort. So thanks goes to Steve Kamara, who led on this, Mike Baruba, Emmanuel Bothelo, Steve Marcisin, Mitch Sweet, Ray Mercado, Mike Oliveira, and Kurt Schunard. But I'd also like to thank Michelle Ganencio, the talented leader of the graphics section, who produced the wonderful plaques on the case. Thank you so much. Finally, it's my privilege, and it is a privilege, to be able to give the last acknowledgement to those other talented individuals who are the core and heartbeat of Diman, the students. When I saw the case they had designed and produced, I was astonished by the professional quality product they made. I don't know why that should be, but I walked around the corner and had a look at it, and it literally took my breath away when I first saw it. What you will see here stands as a great representation of what talented individuals, led and supported by wonderfully expert teachers, can achieve not once, but every day. The workshops are wonderful places of positive energy, which actually pervades the whole school, and I'm proud to have met this truly great group of people. And I think what I'd like to, where you are standing, but I think the students, if you're not standing, please do, and I think you deserve at least a round of applause. And with that, I've been told to keep my speech under an hour. So with that, I would like to introduce you to Senator Mike Rodrigues, who's a great advocate for our area with our delegation. And not all of them could be with us today, but thanks to them all, and thanks to Mike for being a true advocate for what we're trying to achieve down on the South Coast and at Fall River and in Fall River's waterfront with us in the Marine Museum. Thank you all for your great support, and I'd like to ask the Senator to say a few words.
Good morning. Thank you, Brad. Good morning, everyone. It's really an honor and pleasure to be here. I'm joined by my colleague, Representative Steve Howard. Representative Kyle Fiola was here. Representative Fiola had another meeting she had to run off to in Boston, and to also send condolences from two members of the delegation who really wished to be here. Unfortunately, there were funerals they had to attend. Representative Paul Schmidt and Representative Speaker Pro Tem Patricia Haddad. But thank you all for being here today, and I'd like to say a few words about our next speaker, the man who leads this entire airport, Massachusetts Port Authority CEO and Executive Director Thomas Glynn. First of all, thank you, Thomas, for creating the opportunity to showcase this model of the Battleship here at Logan. Thousands of people passing through this airport each day will have the chance to see this incredible model, exposing them to the history of this battleship, as well as the incomparable Battleship Cove. Fall River's Battleship Cove is something we on the South Coast take great pride in and love to show off at every opportunity. Something else we in the South Coast take pride in and love to show off, of course, is Diman Regional Vocational Technical High School. Thank you, all of you. The job that you did on creating the case is just remarkable. Thank you very much. Tom, thank you very much for this chance to highlight our part of the state and the historical significance of this particular battleship. As head of Massport, Thomas oversees an agency of 1,100 employees and an annual operating budget of almost $600 million. His excellent leadership of this agency includes not only this airport, but also Hanscom Field, Worcester Regional Airport, the Port of Boston's Conley Container Terminal, and the Black Falcon Cruise Terminal, and Massport-owned development along Boston Harbor. Having led the MBTA, Boston's World Trade Center, and Partners Healthcare, Thomas has brought an immeasurable depth of experience and expertise to this role. Massport is such an important resource to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and to New England at large, and I want to thank Thomas Glynn for his impeccable leadership. Please, everyone, help me welcome to the podium Massport Authority CEO and Executive Director Thomas Glynn.
Good morning, and I want to thank everybody for being here. This is a great occasion, and it's a great anniversary celebration of 50 years, and it's a great opportunity for us at Massport because, as you just heard, in addition to the airport, we also have major responsibilities for many activities in the Port of Boston, and so this really allows us to integrate our aviation responsibility and our maritime responsibilities with the unveiling of this great model. And I want to thank Brad King, I want to thank Senator Rodrigues, Representative Fiola who left, Representative Howard who's in the front row, who served on the Transportation Committee and therefore knows a lot about us, and the superintendent for the great work that she did and her students did to put this together and make it possible. You know, this ship and the model that it is here representing it do have a great story, which I will leave to others to get into a little bit more of the detail with you. But the idea that 6,000 school children contributed to being able to have the ship locate where it is in Fall River is a great part of the story. The fact that 5 million people have visited the museum since it was created, which is roughly the same number of people who will go through this terminal in the next year. About 6 million people will pass through those doors. And so the idea that as they come through, they're starting to figure out what can we do now that we're visiting from another country. What are the right things to take a look at? You know, is it Paul Revere? Is it Lexington? Now we're going to be able to say to them, no, here's another option that you have. So this is a great enhancement for us to serve the international passengers who come through here on a daily basis and really add to the dimensions of the choices that people have when they visit Massachusetts, something we're always trying to encourage. And you know, would just close by saying, I was saying before that for 7 years I had a roommate from Fall River, and his name was Jerry Shea, and the only thing is, every time I went to visit him, he took me to Horseneck Beach, so I never actually got to Battleship Cove. But now I know that I have a friend there, and I'm going to be able to get, you know, get a great tour. So again, we really appreciate the chance to be involved in this great occasion. We are thrilled that you selected us as the location for the model, and I can't wait to be part of the unveiling, because I did not sneak behind the curtain to see what it really looks like. So I'm going to be as surprised as everybody else. So again, thank you, and we look forward to what we're going to be able to do in a couple of minutes. Thanks.
Thank you very much indeed, Tom. I know that I was speaking to the Senator earlier about how grateful the Marine Museum of Fall River and Battleship Cove are to the airport for their inspired agreement to have the model here as well. So it's very much reciprocated. And as I said earlier, it's a great partnership, and the Battleship at Battleship Cove and the Marine Museum are working in great partnership to create a great cultural resource down in the city of Fall River and its waterfront. And we're doubly grateful, really, for the inspired inclusion of Diman, as I said earlier, in this great partnership that's come together. Now, Marta Montleon is the superintendent, as you know, of the school, and since taking on the role, that role at the school, it has flourished under her guidance and professional leadership. At the risk of making her blush, the impact she has had is extraordinary and swift. It can be measured in the leap in student achievement and by the amazing craftsmanship that is self-evident here of the case housing this model and the graphics that go with it and so on. So on behalf of the Marine Museum of Fall River and Battleship Cove, and personally, I'd really like to thank you for all that you've done to literally make this happen. And I know you have some words that you'd like to say, so please, can I invite you to the podium?
Thank you, Brett. First of all, I would just like to thank everyone for coming out on this very damp and rainy morning. The model and the display that you will soon see is the result of a combined effort of the Marine Museum of Fall River, Battleship Cove, and Diman Regional Vocational Technical High School. For those of you who are not familiar with Diman, we're a regional technical high school in Fall River. Our students come to us from 8th grade from Fall River, Somerset, Swansea, and Westport. They enter as typical freshmen with all of the challenges that freshmen have all across the country. They come testing their wings. They come as challenging adolescents, and they come not really knowing what they're going to do with the rest of their lives and wanting to figure that out. At Diman, and over the next 4 years, Diman provides them with the academic achievement and excellence, the technical expertise, and the work readiness skills, and the employability skills they will need to be truly college and career ready. When you see this display in just a few minutes, it's easy to think of the cabinetry and carpentry that went into that project. But I need to point out to you that there were actually 6 departments or activity groups that took part in this. Yes, carpentry, cabinet making was there. So was building and property maintenance. So was graphic communications. So was machine tool technology. So was drafting. And so was the photography club. This is truly a project that is an example of the collaboration and cooperation of the departments at Diman. My thanks to the Marine Museum and Battleship Cove for the opportunity it gave our students to demonstrate their skills and for the invitation to this event. It is really about the students of Diman and the faculty that worked with them to make this possible. Hats off and kudos to you folks. That's where it belongs. Thank you.